The Weiqi pieces were scattered, but the guru remained calm. It's getting late. As he glanced at the sky, the woodcutter was shocked to see how much time had passed. But when the woodcutter turned around, he nearly jumped out of his skin. The hermit guru, who had been playing Weiqi and drinking wine, was now gone. In his place lay a shattered Weiqi board and a heap of decaying bones. The woodcutter was so scared that he dropped his bamboo basket. As he reached the mountain's base, he was hit with a stark realization. The quaint village he remembered. He noticed a date on the calendar that he had never seen before. As he heard the answer, his legs went weak. Everything had changed. Time had passed, and his loved ones were gone. No one remembered him anymore.
So the woodcutter left Mount Firmament, but how is he?
Your story, it's a bit far.
Well, that's the whole point. Let me share with you the other legend of Mount Firmament. For deep within its sacred peaks lies a powerful secret. The secret of immortality. We all know that Mount Firmament is the abode of the Sentinel, living in the mountains for long stretches of time, surrounded by fresh... It all starts with that game of Weiqi, one that the woodcutter stumbled upon. Gather around now, people. Shh.
I'll see you there.
What's with the ruckus? Huh? What's that in your hands? Behold Hongzhen in its entirety. Next. Oh, I see. I see, I've got no clue at all. I get the very last part at least. She's asking. And now, this next sentence. It turned. Oh, how did you manage to get all that hidden meaning? But the buildings in Hongzhen all look pretty much the same. Huh.
Huh? How did she disappear?
Well, you've come.
Next door ring and hanging Eve.
It's on the northeast.
Say, that person earlier.
Of course! As Master Xuanmiao's disciple, she excels in...
Yeah, and she came all the way to... How could... I could have sworn...
What can I help you with? When snow thaw into streams? You're not from around. Legend tells of a visitor who ventured here some centuries ago. Back then, people say it was once a stunning sight, with mist and ice flowing westward down the streams as it... Well, it's what Grandpa Zote... Not that I don't want to believe them, but... Really? So your Grandpa Zou's great-grandfather was a descendant of the first inhabitants of Hongzhen. People in town are curious about the outside world and how they are perceived. Grandpa Zou, it's funny to hear outsiders describe my hope, especially lately, with so many people from Jinzhou. Time Oh, wait. If I were you, I'd steer clear of her. Haven't you heard? She left her government. I heard she chose to quit her job. But I bet she... Then I guess you've also been fooled by her looks. Hey, wait a minute. Has she actually achieved anything substantial during her time in Jinzhou? I heard she tricked that VIP guest of... She must have been afraid of him getting too close to Madame Magistrate. I hope you don't mind my frankness. Just giving some advice, because you look... Oh, shoot.
Hey, why are the people here so divided about Changli? Well, at least now we know what she wanted to say. Now that's much easier to understand. Why does she have to make it a whole riddle? I'm getting sleepy again.
Rover? Nice to see you again. How are you liking Hongzhen so far? The crisis at Mount Firmament has been resolved. With the chaos subsiding, we owe you a debt of gratitude, Rover, for your efforts in clearing the remaining effects of temporal disruptions in Mount Firmament over the past few. We're all indebted to you. I couldn't help but notice you've been asking a...
Xingyi and Changli have a mutual trust as acquaintances. It should be fine to ask Xingyi instead.
I see. Even though we're not that close, I know a bit about her. I think it would be better for her to tell you personally. The magistrate's counselor is shrouded in... When she wants something done, it's never as... The rumors and controversy... However, I believe one has to get involved personally to truly understand Changli's intentions. About the riddle. But remember, it's not just about the answer, but also what If there's anything else you need here in Hongzhen...
A ring, she wrote.
Wow!
Next hanging eaves.
It does look quite...
That must be the... I'll get go...
Apologies for my delay. You looked adorable, focusing on the Wei Chi board. Thank you for accepting my invitation. Oh?
Those tokens from Jinxi. It was your idea, was it?
Sorry, Rover. Jinzhou faced multiple threats back then, and we had to be cautious. We didn't... Still, I owe you an apology. This time... I am very grateful you decided to come. I merely have a few questions. Does this game of Wei Chi look familiar to you, Rover? Apologies. I heard about... There is a local tale about the secret of... Yes, I have a slightly different version of the... Centuries ago, a Taoist cultivator met an... One day, a woodcutter stumbled upon them, having lost his way home. Their game... Despite the interruption, the visitor remained unfazed. They offered the woodcutter some tea, then guided him. Many years later, the Taoist cultivator became a legend. The two resumed their unfinished game. People believe the visitor shared their... Yes and no. That was a bit different from what you heard before, I guess. But that's how old tales go. Slowly, precise. The legend may be shrouded in myth, but that game of Wei Chi was real. Embedded within its records. From what I know, only the Sentinel in its prime has the power to manipulate time through its possession of a complete temporal mandate. As the records state, it only reveals itself when Mount Firmament emerges. But how? If that is the case, but our chances are looking slim. That game record could just... So I am presenting this as I am planning to go find that record. Could you please join me? If my speculation is correct, that game of Wei Chi may hold clue. In addition, I promise to aid you in any way I can after we return with the record. How does that sound? Splendid. Very well. Let's meet on... I still have some preparations to do. Please, go ahead. I'll join you later. Rover. Well, as the Wayfinder, the notes only provided a vague... We'll be heading there. See if we... After dealing with those artifacts... But one can only do so much alone. This is why I need your help.
Changli, what is it?
Nothing, Rover. I just thought the snow is beautiful today. You seem curious about that ancient structure.
It looks familiar. Like the abandoned court of Savante facility I saw, but bigger in scale.
I heard it first appeared along with our sentinel. Later, the court of Savante based their Chronos orders on its design. Every winter, my hometown buzzed as people left their mark in the fresh snow, hoping for dreams to come true when it melted.
Did you try it too, Changli?
No, I only watched from afar. My forte always melted the snow faster than I liked. We can see the whole of Hongzhen. I never noticed how beautiful. It's the same place as always. I don't know. Maybe it's...
Wait! No, there's more. Smells like a whole bunch of messed up frequencies. Ugh, it's so... Come on! After all we've been through, you still don't...
Rover? Did something happen? It's in the same direction we're going. Could it be? Signs of climbing.
Get away from me! I can't hold up much longer! Help! Help! Thank goodness!
Please stand back. We'll take it from here.
I can fight! Let me help! Thanks for your help. I'm okay. You're that hero who fought against the Stronodian. And Lady Changli. I never thought I'd have the chance to see you in person. Without your help, I can't die here. I finally found it. After all this time. Ugh.
While we've solved the crisis in Mount Firmament for the time being, public access to the mountain... Sir, could you please
I heard about Mount Firmament's legend. I've only been in the mountain for half a day. Everything was going... I must get back. Fooling. She's still waiting for me.
Some of those injuries are older than... He needs to go back to Hongzhen for proper medical attention. Indeed. Tacit discord. We can continue our conversation later. On that note, we still don't know his identity. Judging from his uniform, then perhaps that someone is in Hongzhen. Good point, Rover. Let's head back.
His companions? His gear, though? These are last year's designs. Perhaps you should go...
Youning's just up... How may I help you today?
We found him.
Isn't this Wu Li? He's one of the Pioneer Association's explorers. I remember he went on sabbatical month. Yes, Fu Ling, his girl. Oh, Fu Ling. Speaking of,
No, I'm...
don't. Wooly?
Breathe.
Thank you. I'm okay now. Who are you? Yes, I am.
Fuling!
Wooly, you're hurt.
Great news, Fuling! I found a way to slow down your illness.
You mean that ledge?
Fuling,
No, I am. Wooly! Thank you, Rover. May I please ask? So,
Was that...
no. It's not unusual for Wooly to be out of touch for a few days when... Wooly, I used to work as a landscape painter. A few months ago, I got really sick. It affected my ability to walk, which, despite his efforts, we couldn't find any cures. I thought it was just going to be a relaxing trip, but he disappeared for 7 days.
Mount Firmament's...
Yes. Wooly told me that he's researched... It cannot fully cure me. But at first I thought it was just a myth. But then those were my thoughts.
Mount Firmament used to have temporal disruptions caused by its tumultuous history. So there are still unaddressed temporal disruptions in the mount. Little did he know it would only...
So that's why there were rumors of rangers then. Rover, Lady Chang...
He truly thinks...
freezing my own time. Dreams always come to an end. I'm okay. I haven't talked this much in a long... I'm just a little... Once will...
But if you keep it all to yourself...
Yeah.
Rover, things are...
What brings you here at this time of the day? I see. Strange. There are several questionable details of...
What do you make of Fu Ling's words from earlier? He claimed to have spent only half a day in the mountains. After Jinxi's battle with the Sentinel, she ordered Midnight Rangers to patrol Hongzhen. Rover, you've been exploring the mountains lately, so I'm sure you have a good grasp on Mount Firmament. Precisely. Yet, why did it... Fu Ling's legend differs from the situation at Mount Firmament we're familiar with. In that tale, he was utterly convinced of his discovery, and he somehow managed to run in lies that are most challenging to detect. The explorer wanted to save his friend, indeed. I've become rather curious about the truth behind this temporal... Did you notice something, Rover? For someone with a terminal illness, maybe she's come to terms with her destiny.
Changli?
Well, I knew you'd notice too. The frequency disturbance here is weak. Master Xuanmiao's records show that this is where the...
As Changli mentioned, this anomaly may indeed have something to do with...
Exactly. If this... The explorer did not tell us about his... But his knowledge of Mount Firm...
You mean... Got it. The Midnight Rangers will block all entrances to the mountain for now.
We left Mount Firmament in a hurry. We're still unsure about the exact location and range of the... It may get dangerous. Well then, thank you.
Thank you again for your help. You do take extra caution.